Every morning I start my day with a sermon on the radio. Today's topic fell in line with something I tend to struggle with some days more than others. In the last 2 days, this topic has definitely been on my mind. Today, Dr. Charles Stanley talked about unbridled ambition. Basically, unbridled ambition is something where we either stretch ourselves too thin or we work ourselves to death in order to meet the world's expectations or the world's standards. And basically he pointed out 3 major disciplines that helps us stay balanced. And he started off with accountability. So it's having somebody, whether it's a friend or a loved one, that can hold you accountable, reprove you when you need to be reproved, meaning, they pull you aside and say, hey, I know this is something that's really important to you. I noticed A, B, C, and D. So somebody that you can go to and somebody that can come to you and tell you sometimes when you're kind of going off balance. And the other was the ongoing review. So basically making a list of to-dos for the next day just to help prioritize your life. And the third one, which is probably one of the most important, is discipline. You can know all of the other things, but if you're not able to actually apply them, then they're of no use. So disciplining yourselves to do them when things seem to be hard, even when you're struggling, you just got to do them. You got to just put them to good use. And it makes a world of difference when we use them cohesively and when we actually follow through with them. So that's something that I struggle with and at times, and something that I have been struggling with for the last 2 days. And a huge part of it also, which he did note in his sermon, was also taking a great deal of personal responsibility, which is a topic that I have been talking about with a friend of mine recently. So it's funny that this has been coming up again in the last 2 sermons, especially this one that I have been listening to. And I think when we're able to take personal responsibility for a lot of things in our lives and really sit down and say, hey, okay, I know I can't control everything, and I know some days are harder than others, or we're going through a really tough time, but this is what I need to do. I can't blame everybody else. It's easy to do that, but it doesn't make the situation better, and it doesn't help us move forward. So it's really taking the time to say, okay, this is what's going on, and I need to take the necessary steps to make them better. I can control the way I respond to the situation, even though it's not ideal. So it's learning how to respond rather than just react with our emotions. So taking a great deal of personal responsibility, which sometimes I tend to lack that, but I'm willing to admit it. So it's something that I'm constantly working on, and sometimes we don't look within ourselves. We sometimes blame it on other people. So that was a huge thing. And, I put all of this together, not just in my normal everyday walk, but also I apply this to bodybuilding. I apply this to my upcoming show, which is in 16 days, and I'm super excited. I can't wait to go to nationals in Miami. And it all makes sense, applying accountability. I'm accountable to my coaches, my supporters, and my loved ones, and myself, ultimately. Each and every day as I get up and I do what I do, as I prep my meals, go to the gym, do my cardio, and I push through every single workout, even though some days are just tough. It's life. And, 2, ongoing review. So also prioritizing the night before, making sure, my mind's in the right place, being ready for my clients the next day, being ready with my meals and everything like that. So knowing what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, that sets me up for success. And then thirdly, discipline. It goes back again to what I said. We can know all these things, but if we can't discipline ourselves to do them, it doesn't make a difference. So having that discipline, again, through the tough times, through the struggles, even though we don't want to do them sometimes, we feel a lot better when we actually do them. We get a lot done. And again, it leads to success, it leads to balance, and we're not wearing ourselves down. We're able to prioritize and really look at the things that are of true value in our lives and move forward from there. So I think this was an amazing sermon. It touched base on what I have been thinking about the last couple days and just really summed it up in a nice way. So, you can apply this to your lives financially, emotionally, physically, whatever it may be. It just makes a world of difference and just makes sense. So that was my topic for the day. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a blessed day, and always remember to live with purpose. Talk to you guys later. Bye.